name's Steve Campbell. I'm the head instructor here at Stealth BJJ in Oldham. Today we're going to be using this amazing grappling dummy from Fairtex UK. And we're going to do a short instruction on Kimuras for the Warrior Collective. So, we're going to start off in a side position here. If the opponent gets an underhook, you don't want him coming down and starting attacking single legs from this position. Okay, so before we go into the Kimura, a little drill we've got here, when the dummy gets the underhook here, I take a step, my elbow drops down near the front of his hip to stop him turning belly down, and then my other leg steps backwards and then I can drop my hip down. To move the dummy back, a nice way is to manipulate the knees, and it drags the dummy all the way back over. Then the dummy gets an underhook again here. I don't want my weight high, so the dummy gets an underhook, so I keep my weight low. Here, as he's turning, my toe comes up, my knee comes up, and then I drop my elbow down again, and then I sink down, so I'm low, so I can start to turn the dummy over back to the side again. Then I can drag the knees, the dummy gets the underhook, so I keep the weight on the underhook. If the person doesn't move from this position now, so when the dummy gets the underhook in this position, I don't really want the elbow coming high unless I'm going to start to go for step over arm lock variations. So what I do is I drive my head towards the hip and I keep the dummy flat. Okay? So I don't want to angle back because I don't want to be stretching for the Kimura. So I'm going to go chest down and I roll my body forward, so it's easier to catch the hand of the dummy. When I catch the hand, I push the hand to the floor. I want to use a motorcycle grip this way, so I'll be grabbing the wrist and turning it. Okay, so you can use that from here. You want to be forward, grab the wrist so I don't have to angle, push the hand to the floor. That stops the dummy moving into an Americana position, so I'm not chasing the submissions. Now, I lift the elbow up as high as I can in this direction. Okay, I turn my knuckles to the floor here, and then I drive the hand into the armpit, and then I can lock the Kimura off. From that position now, I switch my hip the other way, so my hip's onto the shoulder. I step my foot and I walk it in toe heel, elbow comes towards the elbow, and now I'm going to move the elbow towards the hip to get the finish. Okay? So that's the first Kimura option. What happens though in this position? Second option, I get to this same position here, but as I start to lock it, you might not even get a full lock. I might just get under the elbow, but the person's hand's not coming off their belly. Okay, so I'm going to rock forward slightly, and I pull the person onto the side, step over the head, and now I'm going to lock my full Kimura. This time I don't lock my fingers, I'm going to curl my wrist all the way over, so I've got a more dominant Kimura grip. So I'm using the palm against the wrist. Okay? From that position, we can finish and start looking at breaking grips from here. Instead, what I'm going to do, I might have to move the dummy around a little bit just so you get a better angle on this. So what I'm going to do from this position, I've come over, my grip isn't with my fingers, I curl my hand over and curl my other wrist over. Now I'm going to step over and I want my heel to catch right near the elbow, so I'm not going into the armpit. I drag the heel back, lift the arm up, and then I've caught the arm. To break this grip, if they're holding on, I come down to the base of the hand, and then I can pop the grip off sideways, come under the back, and then get the finish. Okay, so the second option from that position, when the person's defending here, I can step over, drag the heel back, pull the arm up, catch it. Okay, so I pop the grip, and you can just put the hand behind the back. Then as a more stable finish, I come back down, lie flat, sprawl my hip, and then we're back to the first Kimura finish that we looked at the start. Okay. Next option then. The person's elbows tucked in this position, and I've locked the Kimura. People have trouble with this step over Kimura because of flexibility. One way to aid this is I can put my palm onto the dummy's hip, and that gives me more elevation upwards. Okay, I'll start to face the other direction slightly, my weight shifts onto my left leg, and this foot now is going to step over. Once I step over, I can grab onto my own thigh, hand comes to the floor, and my leg extends to get the submission. Okay? So if we look at that at a slightly different angle, I've come round to here, I'll lock there's nowhere else for this arm to go. So when I pull in and lock the Kimura in there, I face this direction slightly, step my foot over, and then I lock it on. My hand grabs on, hand comes to the floor, and then my leg gets the finish. Okay. Another variation from that that works well is just, you can just do a regular Kimura. So I flare the elbow this way, and then the hand pushes, and eventually the hand pops through. Third variation is, I'm having trouble finishing it, so I need to use my legs more. So I fall backwards. When I fall backwards now, the dummy comes to its feet, so I kick and then pop the grip at the same time. Heels pull down, and then I've got my Kimura finish from a lying position rather than a top position. Okay, so that's 3 variations from the step-up Kimura, where you step in the leg over the body. The last one then is the reverse triangle from this position. So we've locked the Kimura and we're sat near the head. My foot steps and my heel drags back on the far arm again. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I fall off to the side. When I fall off to the side now, I pull the elbow, my top leg, back heels as tight as I can, and then my bottom foot comes over to reinforce it to get the triangle position to finish. If we look at that from a slightly different angle, from here, so I'll come to this position. Anytime there's space and I step over here, I don't pull into the armpit again. I can lift the arm and I drag the heel near the elbow so it drags back. I've got my Kimura locked in, fall off to the side, shoot my leg through, I pull the arm in, then my top heel back steps, yeah, and then I lock my reverse triangle from that position, and I've still got my Kimura grip from there. Okay, thanks a lot for watching that short clip. If you want more information on the gym, you can go to www.stealthbjj.com. If you want more information on the dummy, if you look at Fairtex UK, then you can see all the information about the dummy and the prices. Thanks for watching.